put my feet at the target, keep it a little bit front in my stance. Again, just get that open face. And then what I'll do, since the ball is tendency out of the bunker when you hit it is to come out right, I like to kind of put my stance a little bit open just like this. Just like that. You guys see that position?
How come you want to move your feet like that?
Because the natural ball position is for it to go right, because your face is still going to be so open that when you follow through. Oh, just to get, I usually just dig in just so I can get like a little bit more movement, because this is a shot where you guys know how I was talking about that follow through that you guys like to have right there. You do not want to do that in a bunker shot. You want to keep your feet pretty much as stable as possible. So yep, we're going to put it right here. I usually like, depending on the sand, it can be really fluffy, and sometimes it can be really, what? Yeah, so like this is a little bit fluffier. Otherwise, if it rains the previous day, you're probably going to want to aim just a little bit in back of it, because you're not going to go through as much. So I get up in my stance just like this. I usually just take a couple practice swings. Now with a bunker shot, the most important thing to know, unless you're on an uphill lie, which I'll talk about in a little bit, is to always make sure you are following through the ball. You don't ever see PGA pros or PGA professionals just go like, and just stop at the ball. You always want to make sure you're coming through and get that follow through.
You want to hit it like full swing almost?
Not full, again, it really just depends on where the hole is. So obviously if it's a little bit farther away, and it also depends on how much loft you're going to want to add to the club. And that's just relative to where you put your stance, and also how much you open the club face. So let's do a little practice shot here. I haven't practiced bunkers in a while, so.
Nice shot.
Tell people is that there's two main things that we like to look for when we're in our backswing. When we're right here in this position, we always like to see that when we're at about our waist, we like to have a 90-degree angle in our right arm right here. So that way the club face is going to be pointed away from us and not closed downward, which in that case would be facing at the ground, or open like that, which means it's going to face into the back of us. And the other thing I like to tell people when we're looking for in a swing is right when we also have that 90-degree angle, this left arm is pretty much almost straight. We don't want to see a lot of flex in that elbow at all. We want to see it nice and straight, just like right there. Sometimes the face with a chip that is on a hill, and we're kind of downhill, and our weight's more in front of us, okay? And we're going down like that. So what I want you guys to do on this one is making sure that we keep it about in the middle of our stance, or near the back still, so that way we can get the good impact, all right? Instead of the club face coming up and hitting the rough a little bit more in the top of the ball. So on this one, I'll still keep more to the back of my stance, but keep my face square again. So we're using still the loft of the club, okay? So I'm gonna come through right there. We're just gonna aim for that hole real quick.
Which one are you going down?
I was going at that middle one, so a little bit farther. And especially when it's dug in, I really need you guys just to keep the same knee flex. That's also a very important point. Just keep that same knee flex when you guys are coming through and pushing that hand down. All right?